What is up, guys? Welcome to another Infinity Dimension tutorial. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to create an audio visualization effect. So without any further ado, let's start. So if this time we won't delete the default key. Okay, so just S and then Y to scale on the Y axis, and then S to scale it down, then SC scale it one more time on the Z axis, control A to up, and then we apply the scale. Okay, now let's go to edit mode, select this face, then we click on I to make an inset, like so, and then we subdivide, right click and subdivide once more, then right click. You need to make sure you have lip tools add-on installed, and then we select circle, then S to scale it down, I to make an inset, then E to extrude it inside, like so, I to make an inset again, then E and extrude it like so, then S to scale it down a bit, I to make an inset, EY move it here, and then we delete this face, so S, then select faces, and then press 2 to switch to X selection mode, hold Alt and select this edges loop. Now ES and then extrude inside, EY and then move it here. Okay, now press Ctrl F, then select grid fill. Alright, now to not get a messy topology when we apply the subdivision modifier, I'm gonna add loop cut here, Control R and add another look cut here, Control R again and add another loop cut here. We do same for this side, Control R, Control R again, and move it here, Control R, and then we add another one here as well. Now let's switch to the vertex selection mode by pressing 1. Select these edges, these vertices, and press G to join them. So I'll do this quickly. Okay. Okay. Now switch to edge selection mode. Select these edges. Control B to bevel them. Sorry. Control B to bevel them, and use your mouse wheel to add segments. Alright. Now I'll select these. Here, and then Control X to dissolve them. We don't really need it. So let's go to object mode, go to modifiers tab, and then we add a bevel modifier. We use 3 segments, then Control 1 to smooth things out with the subdivision modifier. Right click and then shade smooth. I think we have a broken topology here. Let's fix it. So let's go to the edit mode, and then I forgot to join this, so J to join. Now let's go back. All right. So I'm gonna create a. Okay, let's smooth this one out. Yeah, I think it's too sharp. Okay. Just select this loop, then Control B to create a bevel. Yeah, yeah. Just three segments is okay. No, sorry, one segment. It's okay. This one is nice. I'll just now press G Z and then move it up to make sure it's sitting on the floor. Okay. All right. Now let's create materials for our object here, our speaker. So I'll go to the shading workspace. Oh, and before that, let's unwrap it. So edit mode, select everything, U, and then smart UV projects and unwrap. Yes, this is simple object. It doesn't need to have any crazy UV unwrapping. Okay. Now press Shift A and add a color ramp. When we connect it, the base color of the principal BSDF, and we press Shift A again and add noise texture. Then we connect it to the color ramp. I guess something like so. Okay. Now we change this. Now let me increase the scale. Something like this. And then the color to dark. Alright. Then I'll add a bump node here. Then connect the color ramp to the height of the bump node, and then the bump node to the normal, so the principal PSDF. Okay. Now hold shift and then you increase the distance. Okay. This looks cool. Alright. Select this and then press Ctrl T. And then connect the UV to the vector. Okay. I think this one is, yeah. Let's increase the scale a bit more. Alright. Now let's go to the material tab and then click on the plus sign to add another material. Then click on new. This is gonna be for this part of the speaker. So I'll just go to edit mode. Select these faces and then click on Control plus to select these. Select our material and then click on assign to assign the material to this selection. Alright. Now let's select this part. And then we click on plus sign to create another material. Click on new. Then we assign it. But I will change the color to black. Okay. Now let's go back. This is okay. Now for the actual effect, let's go to the layout. Now I'll apply the bevel modifier with Control A. And let's go to the edit mode. And then Control plus to increase the selection. Okay. Make sure this part is selected. Oh, and before that, let's add a shape key. So I'll add base shape key and add another one to get it key, the actual key. So let's go to edit mode again. And then GUI, move it forward. Let's go back to object mode. Now if I drag the value down, as you can see, it moves forward and then backward as I move the values to 1 and then to 0. Okay, so how do we add the sound to this to make it react to the sound? We just right click on the value and then insert a keyframe. Let me quickly move this up and then control tab to switch to graph editor, and then make sure this is selected. Okay, let's go to channel and then sound to samples. Yes, we select this sound to samples. I downloaded the music that I'm going to use from YouTube library, so you can get one from there yourself as well. So just add it. Now press play. See the animation. As you can see, our object is reacting to the sound, but there is no sound. So how do we add sound to Blender? So just shift arrow back to move the playhead backwards, and then let's go to the video editing tab. Okay, so video editing, then click on this and select your scene. Shift A and then select sound. Then I'm gonna use the same sound I use for the I'm gonna use the same sound I use. Okay, downloads music and logged in. Now let's go back to the layout tab and then press play. Cool, right? Now press Z and switch to render view, and then I'm gonna light it, but let's create a floor first. Shift A and then plane, scale it like so, and then 0 on your numpad to switch to camera view, and then make sure it's locked. Zoom in, position your camera somewhere here. Okay, now we select our light source, G, and then make sure we move it closer here, GY, to make the front. Sorry. All right, then Alt Z or D to make a duplicate of it, move it here, and Alt D again to move it at the back. So this is just the basic lighting setup. Okay, now we select the floor, go to the material tab, click on new, and then I'm gonna use an orange reddish color. Okay, let's switch to camera view. Good morning, and let's go to the render properties tab. For this simple animation, I won't use cycles to render it. I'm gonna use this EV, so I'll set the samples to 96 maybe. All right, we go to output and select where we want the final render to be. So let's say this pictures, and then accept, and then we change the media type to video. Go to encoding and change the encoding type from Matroska, I don't know if you know what that format is, to MPEG. Okay, and we are done, guys. You can just go ahead, press Control F12 or go to render, and you render your animation. If you love this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, or share. See you in the next one. Peace out.